right? I'm going to explain to you the basic pillars that I used that was able to lead me to go from here to here between the ages of 13 to 15. For all of the people that have tried different types of dieting or tried other ways like juice diets or potions online that say you're gonna burn belly fat overnight or you're gonna burn it belly fat right now, and all of those things, even starving yourself an entire week and then being so excited about losing 2 kgs and then you eat it again and then you gain it all back again. This is for also the people that also want to try and be in a diet, even if they haven't really succeeded in all of those attempts, or even tried going to eat all of those things and say, oh no, it's healthy. So they would stop having that feeling of pain or discomfort that they feel when they're in front of a mirror or when somebody else is taking a photo of them. And also for young boys who have heard the word that has traumatized many, Storia. If you want to stop hearing those words, just that word, Storia, then just listen to this guide. And just listen and try. Try and go with the words that I'm going to say right now. Okay, point 1. We'll start off with saying that you need to let go of sugar. I'm sorry. I am honestly sorry. I'm sorry if you don't want to let go of sugar, but you have to. You have to let go of sugar because sugar overall, it's going to make you feel, it's basically one of the most addictive things, second to drugs and all of those things. It's the second most addictive because it activates your reward system in your brain, and then eventually it leads to your dopamine production in your brain to go wildfire. Well, not really wildfire, but to be more activated and stimulated. So then you would want to have more. That is why each time you eat sugary food, you always go back. So if you limit the amount of sugar you eat, you will lessen the amount that you eat and then lessen the calories that you have. That's what it's going to help you with. And also fried food, if you let go of fried food that you usually find in commercial stores, you'll be able to help yourself because you will lessen the amount of calories you have, and also you will lessen the amount of trans fats that you have. The trans fats are the thing that usually cause people to gain weight, because usually cause people to have heart disease and all of the terrible things that come with it, because trans fat is produced in saturated oils that are fried, that reach a certain temperature, and then eventually the trans fat level of that oil, it will increase. Trans fats are very hard for your body to digest, so then your body will have very negative side effects from that. So you should also limit the types of things you have. So when you're trying to make oily food at home, you should usually use things like coconut oil, olive oil, butter, even ghee. The different types of oils you should avoid is soybean oil, canola oil, all of those, lean seed oil, all of those type of oils. All of those type of oils they would usually put it in vegetable oil, but they just put it all together into one big old thing. And then they just say it's vegetable oils because it has every single type of oil inside. That's why even if you look at the back, it will say and or linseed oil, and or sunflower oil, and or canola oil. It has and or inside of it. So they don't really have one type of oil, and they can put anything inside. So you should limit yourself. The best ones you can have: olive oil, coconut, and butter, and even ghee. Those are your best type of oils you can use to cook. It's your healthiest ones you can find. Sugar, you must limit yourself. You can find your sugar in bread. You can find it in fruits. You can find it in vegetables. You'll find it in all those things. Second point, we are going to your diet. But people don't even specify. That's the messed up part. People don't even specify, oh no, you need a good diet. They don't tell you how to have a good diet. The best diet that I can tell you, it's none of that keto, none of those. All of those things have one thing in common. The calorie deficit is below what you need for the day, your maintenance calorie level. The types of foods that you should eat must be single ingredient foods. Single ingredient foods. I'm going to say single ingredient foods because I'm not going to be specific and say you need blueberries, you need raspberries, you need almonds, you need lentils, you need linseed. No, I'm not going to go there because everyone lives in a different country, everyone lives in a different place, everyone's lives are different. So I cannot be specific in what you should eat. Some people can afford this, some people can't, some people haven't heard about it. So I can't really specify, but what I can say is that I will give you a broad spectrum of foods that you can eat, foods that are good for you. Single ingredient foods. These are the type of foods where you would find it and then it doesn't have E2144 or E something. All of the foods where it doesn't really have too many of those things, at least 10 or below. Because some of them, you look at it, you'll find an E chemical, but it's a can of beans. So it's kind of hard to say that you can't really have that. But what you can have is single ingredient foods where it's in a packaged bag. Where if you look at the back and look for the ingredients, sometimes you don't even find an ingredient list. To be honest, you won't. Sometimes you won't even find it, you'll just find it, or they even give it to you, just give it to you like that. Those are the type of foods you should have, like potato, tomato, onion, all of those things. All of those type of foods, all those type of fruits, all of them, you should have those type of foods. And then we also have our next part, protein. Oh, protein. It helps you with muscle synthesis. It helps your muscles to regrow and recover so then you can come back with a stronger body and you'll be able to lift more weights and able to run faster or just be better physically. That's what protein helps with if you do exercise. If you do use that muscle and the muscle is sore, then it will help with that. The types of proteins that you can have in the different food groups would be dairy, red meats, white meats, and poultry. Those are the different ones that you can have. All of that part is for protein. For me personally, I didn't have a protein shake in that whole process. If you're able to afford a protein shake, then you can use a protein shake. Because a protein shake helps with the fasting part. Then we'll go to the next point, which connects to the protein. We're going to go to exercise. Exercise is point number 3. People usually don't like to exercise because they think it's hard, but exercise actually helps with dopamine. So it's going to make you feel good after you do it anyway. So it's nice. Exercise like calisthenics, weightlifting, running, walking, swimming, jogging, even playing sports. All of those things are exercise. You can do them daily. It's going to help with your body to feel just physically better. Your muscles and your body will be stronger. Your bones will be denser. Everything's going to be just better. So it can lessen depression and anxiety, and it can help you to sleep more. There's so many benefits from exercise. It's actually amazing how so many people don't do it. Some people do it daily without even realizing, like people that walk to work or walk back to work as a form of exercise. And exercise, if you do it willingly, if you go to the gym or if you go somewhere and do push-ups on the ground, it actually increases your discipline. So that's what I've been doing for the past few years. I've just been exercising, basically using calisthenics. Calisthenics is weight. It's your weight training, using your own weight to exercise as a weight. That is calisthenics. I've been using that because I've never used a gym membership in my entire situation. Not even once. I never had a gym membership. I started off with push-ups. And if you are telling me that you cannot go and exercise, if your muscles are too sore on that day, then you can go for a run. If you can't go for a run because you say, oh no, there's no space outside, okay, then you can go and run around the circle, in a circle, around your house. If you say you can't run in circles around your house, don't worry, because you still must run. Either you're going to run or you're going to play soccer outside or you're going to work outside. If there's nothing to do outside, then you're going to work inside. If there's nothing to work on inside, then you're just going to gym. And if you cannot do anything at all, if you truly cannot do anything, you can do the next point, intermittent fasting. When you do intermittent fasting, it makes you to lower the amount of calorie intake you have daily. And because your calorie intake is lowering, you will therefore lose weight. That is what it helps with. It can also help with other things. People say it helps with them to not eat for a certain period of time. Some people say it helps with them to have more discipline. Some people say it helps with them to focus. Some people say it does the exact opposite. But what I'm saying, it's not for everyone. You can try it. What I do is that I do not have any lunch at school. But that's if I know I'm not going to be able to do any physical exercise. If you're going to do a physical exercise, then you must eat food. Then you must eat food because your body needs food in order to have energy to perform at its best. If it doesn't, then it's not going to do its best. Then we go to the next point. Next point, which is kind of combined with fasting, it's sleep. You need a sleep. That's what I did. You need a sleep. Sleep is one of the most important things. It helps with muscle recovery. It helps for you to feel wonderful. It helps for you to basically be a working individual. It also helps for you to crave other things less. It helps for you to crave food less. It helps you to be much better if you just eat for the amount of hours that you need. These are the amounts of hours that a person needs from the different age groups. If you're able to stick to those hours, you will be a much happier person. If you have trouble sleeping, you can use different methods like exercise and dieting and all of the things that I've explained. All of those things will help you to sleep better. Point number 5. You mustn't try and do this just to beat someone, just to have bigger abs or bigger biceps than some guy. You mustn't do it for that purpose. You must do it because it's your own race. It's for you. You're going in your own race, they going in their own race, they doing their own thing, you doing your own thing. Exercise and dieting, it's all new aspects and new parts that you can embrace, all new things that you can learn. It's not just going to help you to gain more discipline and help with time management, all those things that happen later, but it's also going to help you to be a better individual. Then we'll go to our bonus point. Point 6. Please do not be overwhelmed by all of the information. Don't see changing as trying to climb Mount Everest. See it one step at a time. See it as one journey, 1 centimeter. Just go bit by bit. Try new things. Explore. See it all as an adventure. An adventure that will not be easy. An adventure that will not be fast. But it will lead to greatness. It will lead to peace. And it will lead to a better you. I hope that this has helped you in some way. And I hope that you have a good one.